Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Here is Wasim Abbas in front of you. Today we will discuss the last three numericals of chapter 2. The statement of problem number 2.8 is a cricket ball is hit vertically upwards and returns to ground 6 seconds later. Calculate. The first one is maximum height reached by the ball and the second one is initial velocity of the ball. In this statement, it is clear that when ball reaches at maximum height, then its final velocity will becomes 0. And as ball moves from earth to upward, so the gravitational acceleration will be minus 10 meter per second square, and the total time that the ball taken is 6 seconds. We have to find the maximum height of the ball and initial velocity of that ball. First of all, we can see that, for example, this is your earth and you are throwing this ball from point A. This ball will reaches at maximum height and then will go back to earth at point B. We can see that we have to find initial velocity at this point and maximum height at this point. We can see here the maximum height of the ball, and at maximum height the final velocity of the ball will becomes 0. You can see the total time is 6 seconds. If we consider it only one side, then this 6 seconds will converted to 3 seconds. This will becomes half. So time will be 3 seconds. Now, by using first equation of motion, we can see here Vf is equal to Vi plus At. By putting the values of these factors, we know that Vf is 0. We have to find Vi plus the acceleration, that is gravity, Gt is minus 10, and the time is 3 seconds per side. By multiplying this factor, this will be equal to minus 30. Minus 30 will becomes plus 30 on going to left side. So we can see here the final velocity will becomes 30, and the initial velocity will becomes 30 meter per second. Now move further to find the maximum height of the ball by using second equation of motion, as S is equal to Vit plus half At square, but we will put here S in space of H in space of S, and A in space of G, because the ball is moving upward from the earth. Now putting the values, Vi is 30 meter per second, time 3 seconds, half as it, G minus 10, and the time is again 3 seconds. 30 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 90. 2 5s are 10, minus 5, 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45. 90 minus 45 will be equal to 45 meter. Hence, the total height of that ball will be equal to 45 meter. Now, moves to next numerical, which is 2.9. We can see here the statement of 2.9 is when brakes are applied, the speed of the train decreases from 96 km per hour to 48 km per hour in 800 meter. You can see that here the initial velocity is 96 km per hour and the final velocity is 48 km per hour, and the total distance that the train covered is 800 meter. We have to find retardation, because the velocity is decreasing with the passage of time. So initial velocity is 96 km per hour. we will convert it in its SI units, meter per second, multiplied by 1000, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. When we put these values in calculator, the answer will be 26.6667. We will round off it up to 26.7 meter per second. Now next, the final velocity is 48 km per hour. By converting this same as we convert initial velocity into meter per second, the answer will be 13.3 meter per second. Now the distance is 800 meter. So we have the required acceleration, that is called retardation, because velocity is decreasing with the passage of time. If the velocity is decreasing with the passage of time, then it is called retardation or deceleration. By third equation of motion, 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. By putting the values of these factors, s is 800 meter, initial velocity is 26.7 and the final velocity is 13.3 seconds meter per second. By squaring, and 8 2s are 1600, acceleration will be equal to 176.89 minus 712.89. When we subtract it, the answer will be minus 536. This factor is multiplying here. We will divide on the right side. The answer will be 0.335 meter per second square. Now the initial velocity will become final velocity, because the train will stop after some second, and the final velocity will becomes initial velocity. So initial velocity will be 13.3 meter per second and the final velocity is 0 meter per second. So when we put the values in third equation of motion, you can see here 2s is equal to vf square minus vi 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. By putting the values of these factors, a minus 0.33 seconds, vf is 0 and vi is 13.3. By squaring this, the answer will be minus 176.89. When we multiplied minus 0.33 with 2, then the answer will be minus 0.67 seconds. This factor is multiplying, it will be divided, so the answer will be, when we divide and put it into calculator, the answer will be 266 meter. You will precise these values so that your answer will be accurate. Hence the final distance that covered the train will be 266 meter. Now the last is 2.10. In the above problem, find the time taken by the train to stop after the application of brakes. You have to find time, and this is your homework. You will do it. If you have any problem, then ask to me. The hint of last numerical is you will use the first equation of motion and find the time. First equation of motion is vf is equal to vi plus at. If you have any question, then ask to me. Thank you very much.